Small business owners are feeling optimistic about growth in 2024 after ending the year prior on a high note. 85% say that they are satisfied with the success of their business in 2023, and 86% say they achieved those business goals. That's all according to a new American Express survey. For more on this, let's bring in Brett Sussman, who is the American Express Business Blueprint Small Business Banking Vice President and Head of Marketing. Great to have you here with us today. All right, so take us into some of the small business sentiment that we're hearing right now, and where this kind of pairs against 2023 in terms of the outlook for 2024.
Yeah, according to the latest data from the American Express TrendX, small business owners are feeling optimistic and they're feeling resilient in the face of inflation and the macroeconomic economy. And I think that really stems from their feeling of stability this year in 2024 that is in contrast to the volatility and some of the rapid shocks that they've seen in other years.
And something that I honed in on here, 46% of the largest small businesses, that's with between 101 and 500 employees, reported hiring as one of their top goals. Because I know we talk about what we're seeing with the labor market here. How much are they prioritizing this, and what sort of spending are they potentially looking at, as we still just barely see some of the wage pressures declining a little?
Yeah, and I think that goes in hand with another stat, which is 50% of small businesses said they're looking to proactively grow. And that's to increase locations, offer new products and services. And to grow, they're going to need employees. And so it really is very focused on this hiring aspect. And one of the more interesting aspects of this is they're using a lever of a flexible work environment to try to attract employees. And that's usually the domain of the largest businesses. Well, that now is a tactic that smaller businesses are using to stand out in this labor market.
And from the data that you've been able to gather here, how are small businesses evaluating the interest rate environment and how they plan to navigate potential cuts and what that would potentially mean for their businesses?
Yeah, one of the biggest factors that small businesses think about is inflation and the impact on pricing strategies. And so that's one of the top things that they're focused on is their pricing strategies. And over the last few years, they've really grappled with how much of the price gains can they give to their consumers without someone moving to a different business or maybe a larger business. And so I think they're feeling much more confident in the stability of inflation this year.
And so then when you think about them leaning into AI, which is something that we continue to see a lot of these companies do, when you're a small business, what sort of inflows are you seeing into that part of the business versus, say, hiring individuals as a way to boost productivity?
Yeah. I think the other aspect that small business is always hyper-focused on efficiency and how can the tools that the bigger guys get bring it to the smaller businesses. So about 40% are actually using AI today. They are a very AI-curious bunch. And about a third cited that this is one of the biggest opportunities in 2024 for them. But it really is focused on making their existing employees more efficient. So the biggest use cases really are around marketing, and that is really personalizing the message, taking out more versions in social media, and customer service. So that may be speaking to customers over email or over chat. And it really is about an efficiency play as they both hire and get more out of their existing employees.
Brett, just lastly, while we have you, I got to hustle to my finish here, but how are small businesses evaluating the employment situation and how are their hiring plans stacking up?
Yeah, I think as early hiring is a big theme for 2024. The largest small business, again, 46% think that they're going to hire. And they're really trying to, as I said, stand out with the environment of small business and also the mission. Small businesses are critically important to the communities they live in. People want to work for them. People want to go to small businesses. So I think that's a factor that really makes them stand out from an employer perspective.
All right, American Express's Brett Sussman. I didn't know we'd be twinning today, but here we are twinning. Thank you so much for taking the time. Appreciate it.
Thanks for the time today.